balls, this is where you go. Welcome to the Mizzle An Dub Show, where they know sports. If you wanna know about sports, this is where you go.
First time, touchdown, first time, touchdown, yeah. First time, touchdown, first time, touchdown, yeah. First time, touchdown, first time, touchdown, yeah. First time, touchdown, first time, touchdown, yeah.
Well, we tried to come in during the first half of Monday Night Football, but nonetheless, technology really likes to irritate the living bejesus out of me. But we're here to start the second half. It is a 15-8 Denver lead, and basically the story of this game has really been turnovers by the Bills, which has set up Denver points. I mean, after the Bills got back in the game, as Darius Kincaid was as wide open as you'll ever be. And I mean, Justin Simmons, who was a very good defender, just went to sleep on his assignment. But the Broncos came back and responded and got 6 points. And like I said, the Bills have turned over the ball 3 times, 2 fumbles, or a fumble and 2 interceptions by Josh Allen. And really, in a sense, all the Bills really have to do is just take care of the football. That's really been the issue, for lack of a better term, with the Bills.
Yeah, totally. And as you said earlier, Josh Allen is in a giving mood, as he normally is on certain games. So I just got to step it up.
And I mean, really, that's really the only flaw Josh Allen really has, because he can make all the throws. He's athletic.
Yes.
You know he can run with his legs. But it just seems like every now and then he'll make that one ill-advised, one bad pass, and thus hence why the Broncos have a touchdown lead right now as they get the ball to start the second half in Orchard Park. And Russ, 12 of 14, 114 yards, 1 touchdown. Great feet work by Cortland Sutton on the touchdown on that fourth down play.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, just looking at it, I'm like, he might have it. And then the replay just confirmed that he did indeed get in the end zone. And that's the only Broncos touchdown thus far.
Yes.
As now the Broncos will take possession at their own 25-yard line. The Broncos defense, ever since they gave up that 70 points to the Dolphins, has played fairly well.
Yes. As I don't really like to agree to anything that has to do with the Broncos, but I will say, yes, they are playing pretty good.
From the 25, Williams the lone back. And he'll get the carry. And he has met.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say that's Von Miller that made the tackle. No, it's not Von Miller. It is somebody, as Gabe Davis is invading Lisa Salter's camera view.
Well, hello to our 3 viewers. Welcome to the show, as we'll be doing our own version of the Manning Cast on the Mizzle An Dub Show. Please feel free to leave a comment, and we will respond. And if you have any questions, chime in.
But no, we will not be feeding Lulu and Whiskey any food during this Mizzle An Dub Cast. Second down and 10 from the 25 as Russell put it up. And there's a flag down. Looks like it's a hold.
Uh-oh. Yep, bring him back. Bring it back. Well, if it's anywhere near the quarterback or the offensive line, that's normally
a hold.
Normally holding, yeah.
Bill Vinovich.
That's going to be called.
The referee, and it is hold.
Mm-hmm.
On Williams, the running back.
Wow.
Javonte Williams. Let's see.
That
who
is not
he
a
holding?
good way to start the opening half.
Oh, yeah, that's a definite hold. Oh, yeah. Hand all up in the jersey. That's a hold.
Can do it.
2nd and 20. Oh, boy.
Well, what do you got in the playbook for that?
6 penalty for the Broncos, only 3 for the Bills.
Yes, but 3 turnovers by the Bills.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Delay draw. Williams, nice gain. Gets most of the penalty yards back.
Yeah. but it's a still a third down.
Yeah, it's a steep climb. But glad you're with us here on this Monday. Very rare we get to talk on Monday nights during the actual game because normally Mizzle's at work. But we are glad that you are with us on this Mizzle Dub cast.
I'm not ready to go back to work, so that's
of course not.
A couple of days. That's why I took a couple of extra days off to make sure to get myself right. Because honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I still feel like I need to be on that ship. I do not.
The flag is down again.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Denver being backed up again. That's not a good way to start the second half.
Yeah, not a way to open up the second half. Definitely not a way to open up the second half.
Cushenberry called for the false start. I was shocked it was a Mike McGlinchey. So oddly enough, second time that's a 15-8 score, and oddly enough, it involves the same two teams. It was the Bills and Broncos back in 1961. Back in its second,
right?
Back in its second year of the American Football League. And of course, Bills Mafia, one of the great fan bases in the NFL. Ball backed up to the 18-yard line. That's a long way to go on 3rd and 17.
Mm-hmm. You do not want to be backed up that far.
Russ running for it. And smartly slides the 25-yard line, living to play another down.
Oh, yes. Oh, it is really weird listening to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman on Monday Night Football instead of being on Fox.
Yeah, it's still getting some. It's still not. It's still not getting used to it for whatever worth. As Hartley back to receive the punt from the 15, flag down, gets to the 30. So is
coming
block
Flag
in the back.
City and started the second half.
Looks that way. Oh, well, now Denver is being in a giving mood with all these penalties to start the second half.
Don't help out Bills Mafia.
No, don't give them the extra motivation.
No,
they get enough of that just going through tables.
Drunk before they even get in the stadium.
That too.
I don't understand how they don't be having all these bruises.
Maybe because they're just immune to it. I don't know.
That's probably a good way to look at it.
that's the only thing I could think of.
You're not wrong. Excuse me. You're definitely not wrong.
Maybe you could get us her email address. I could text her. Talk to a financial professional.
Well, Denver's ever since, like you said, that thrashing they took from Miami, they have been playing some slightly decent football.
Yeah, they have, and I didn't know that Russ only had 4 interceptions on the season.
And he should have 17 touchdowns?
16.
From the last
now 17 with 17. That touchdown sudden, yes.
Yes. He's been taking care of the football.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you figured once Sean Payton stopped talking about other people's coaches and started focusing on him and his staff, Denver has they've won 2 straight. They forced turnovers against the Chiefs, which is odd enough to say, but
yes,
they finally ended that long losing streak they had against the Chiefs, and now here they have a 7-point lead against the Bills as it's earlier in the second half. As we are putting it into week 10 of the NFL season.
Yes. And also stay tuned. We will give our week 11 predictions as we apologize. We did skip a week, but that was all on due a part of me going on a vacation, and we couldn't get that in. So there will be no more vacation until January. And even though in January, we can still do a show in January.
Watch every game. Every Sunday, exclusively with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV.
We'll definitely get that done as well.
Well, you want to talk about a way to start the week. I mean, the Bengals and Ravens in Baltimore.
2 pissed off teams that lost in the last second.
Yeah. 2 teams. Well, I mean, one team blew a lead to the Browns. The other should have had a win, but Taj Boyd dropped what it could have been the eventual game-winning touchdown. Then they lose an last-second field goal to the Texans. So, you might be seeing some very passionate football in the Harbor City on Thursday night. Might be the only time Al Michaels might stay awake for a whole game and might actually be intrigued. And I love Al Michaels. He's one of my inspirations, but, he hasn't been as engaging or has been entertained on Thursday night. Well, he might be on Thursday with this particular game because this game, it gets no better. Incomplete pass.
Turn into a good shootout.
Yeah. From the 39, Allen back to throw again. Oh, boy. Diggs. He rarely drops those.
Yeah. Isn't it rare this year that we're seeing a lot of short-handed receivers drop some passes?
Yeah.
Some that are kind of like easy. I'll even throw out Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams has dropped a couple of passes that were put right in his hands. But my God, did he put on a performance yesterday? Whew.
6 grabs over 80 yards, and the Raiders on a winning streak as they head to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Third and 10.
Be a tough one.
Yeah. Allen. Oh, Kincaid again. But he's short.
Are they going to go for it? You think they'll go for it?
You got nothing to lose. I know Bills Mafia wants them to go. I know Bills Mafia. Yes, it's still early. And they're staying out there.
Oh, boy. Hard count?
No, they really are going for it. Allen's in the gun. Kincaid is in motion. And the ball is snapped.
Oh.
Oh, boy. And Denver gets it in plus territory.
Oh, man. Man, when the Bills are bad, they are bad. There's no in between. It's like they can't get out of their own selves.
No, you're right.
It's like when they're on, they're on.
Yeah.
But when it's ugly for them.
Yeah, he overthrows the receiver. He had him and just lofted over his head, and the Broncos will get the ball back in prime position. Man, that is brutal.
They should be able to get at least about 3 out of this.
At worst, you're right. Going to see some other scores that are on right now in the world of sports. College basketball.
We had a tremendous game basketball game being played. Well, the Knicks didn't show up to play a basketball game.
Sometimes that happens with the Knickerbockers. You do got the Cavaliers at home, or the Cavaliers in Sacramento taking on the Kings.
Yes.
You got Xavier at Purdue for college basketball. UTEP hosting the Gauchos of Santa Barbara. Oh, the G League. The Warriors playing the Salt Lake City Stars.
Oh. Should be good. Oh, all Allen had to do was really drop that in there. He was open.
Yeah, seriously. And then next week, you want to talk about fasten your seatbelts. It is the Chiefs and Eagles next Monday night.
Some would say, will we have a Super Bowl preview?
Well, I mean, some could say that.
I don't know though. The Chiefs are not the same Chiefs anymore though. They're not that scary.
No, they're not.
Don't get me wrong. They can still turn it on at any moment, but they're not that.
No,
they're not scary.
They're not marching down the field as they used to at will. And the Kings have an early 7-5 lead over the Cavaliers as the Kings finally go back to their normal-looking court inside the big sheet metal known as the Golden One Center.
Sheet metal? The big sheet
metal? It looks like a whole... no foul called as Keegan Murray was on the ground.
Oh, boy.
So, Draymond Green being Draymond Green yet again and getting himself ejected, which... I don't want to say it helped to a Warriors loss, but it seemed like it contributed. And, of course, Draymond being Draymond saying, this is me, I've been me, and I'm going to stay me. But when do you feel like enough is enough? Because, again, I go back to the 2016 finals. He gets suspended for Game 5. And, of course, we know what happened after that. They couldn't win another game in that series, even though he had a tremendous Game 7. But does it seem like now the antics is taking more so over the talent, as it might have been the opposite in years past?
It's starting to get a little out of hand. You are a veteran. You are now a seasoned veteran at that. So some of it just needs to stop, and he just needs to be a basketball player. It's not you hurt the team more by getting ejected, instead of trying to fire up the team as you may think you're gonna be. We get it, you are who you are, but you are now a vet. Grow up, bro. It's time to play basketball, put your big boy pants on, and just play the game. We don't need all the extra shit from you,
Pass count by Sutton.
Honestly,
game.
They were kind of doing better when you were hurt a few games. So if you want to be the part of this team, man, that's the same reason why you guys got rid of Jordan Poole because of the antics. So I don't know. It's just time to grow up.
Only one blitz by the Bills defense sets up 3rd and 6 for Denver. 10:07 to go here in the third quarter. And a 15-8 Denver lead.
And the Bills have been getting pressure on.
Yeah, they
Russ.
have.
He's just been looking like his old self. Running around, slinging the ball.
Running when he has to.
Yeah.
And now there's a meeting of the minds with Stidham and Judy and Russ and Sean Payton. Russ 13 of 15 for $116, a touchdown pass. Williams 14 carries for 51 yards, and Sutton 5 catches, 49 yards, and a TD to lead the Broncos so far.
The offense is pretty efficient. That's pretty efficient if you ask me.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. I can't stand these bastards, but they're playing damn good football. Got to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah. But happy Victory Monday to those that got a win yesterday.
Well, it's down there. You can see
it. Indeed. 3rd and 6. The Broncos are 3 of 10 on third downs. They need just inside the 38 for a first. Bills bringing 4. And open is Sutton. Ball's out.
Uh-oh.
No signal yet. Bills ball.
Oh, baby. Bills Mafia is about to lose their shit right now.
And go through some tables for that matter.
Oh, boy. Somebody's already chugged the beer. It is a beer being chugged right now for that turnover.
Looks like Poyer 7 just knocked it out.
He's been around the ball all night tonight.
Yes, he has. Oh, yeah, there it is. No, I'm sorry. I think that was Johnson that knocked the ball out, number 7, with his helmet. And the Bills. Indeed. The Bills force a turnover. Can they capitalize?
Well, they will want to. The defense has done their job. Now they just got to back it up, get some points on the board.
And
even 3 points to help out the situation.
Yeah, and you're in plus territory to start.
Yeah. Now, the question I have to ask you, though, after seeing, because it's reviewable, did he actually make a football move?
That is a very good question.
Did he make an actual football move to turn up field?
Since I have the chance to rewind, let me go and rewind it. Let's see here. Looking at the replay.
Ooh, it's close. I would say it's close.
I think the call stands.
I agree.
I don't think
oof.
I don't think they can overturn that. I really don't.
Well, yeah. Well, I feel the same way how I felt when Josh Jacobs fumbled last night, and it was, you clearly saw that he still had a little bit of possession.
Yeah.
But was he? What did you see if he was on the ground? It was just too much. So
yeah,
I think this might be the same situation here.
But it didn't come back to bite the Raiders, as I think that was the same possession where Spillane got the interception to, in a sense, seal the win for the Raiders. And this commercial with Von Miller and Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, with the gold. Oh, man, yeah, that's good.
Okay, first off, I myself wouldn't wear that.
Right? Yeah, that would not be in my wardrobe. I wouldn't spend money on an outfit like that. Let's just say that.
Yeah, even if I had it like that, I wouldn't spend not like that.
No.
Again, Bengals and Ravens start off on Thursday in Baltimore on Prime Video, and that should be a dandy.
You know what I would rather spend the money on? If I would rather get me an authentic hockey jersey.
Yeah.
And you know those things are expensive.
Yeah.
I'll just give me a hockey jersey, which I need to add to my repertoire of sports attire.
So now they're looking at it. Still looking at it.
See?
I hear you. I hear you.
Now, I ain't trying to help the fucking Broncos out by any means necessary. I'm just a fair person that watches football.
But I mean, even if it was overturned, it still would have been fourth down anyway because he was short of the first down.
Yes.
But nonetheless,
but it sounds like it stands. It stands.
So Douglas recovers it for the Bills. So it's not like the rule where the offensive player cannot be the first to touch the ball if he comes out of bounds.
Yes.
So the Bills force a turnover. Can they turn this into points? As the Broncos...
Like I said, 3 wouldn't be bad at all.
No. Here's Cook. Up the middle. Cook for first down.
Nice. That was a good run.
Very nice run by the former Georgia Bulldog and the younger brother of Dalvin Cook. Oh, yeah. Hole up the middle.
Yeah.
Again, Mahomes and Hurts. Super Bowl 57.5. Back to Cook.
Should be a good one.
Back up the middle. Maybe a yard. As DJ Jones, former Niner, makes the tackle. I was going to say I missed DJ Jones until they made the deal for Chase Young.
Erased all that, didn't you?
Man, well, I mean, DJ Jones was a very good Niner for a long time.
I agree.
2nd and 7. Bills are in plus territory. Fake. Oh, my goodness. Shakur was wide open.
Wide open.
And here come the Bills. Now, here's my question. If you get in the end zone, do you go for 2? No, wait a minute. No. Never mind. Extra point out of the game. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. There's no need. There's no need. But I like your thought process, though.
Ball at the 16. Back to Cook. And he is stood up by the Bronco defense.
You're going to have to find Stephon Diggs. You're going to have to find your playmaker right here.
That or Kincaid. But, I mean, the Bills do have the 3rd highest red zone touchdown percentage at 69%.
Yeah, this is true.
Ball just inside the 15. Cook goes in motion. Oh, quarterback draw. Delayed draw.
Oh.
About a couple of yards shy. Sets up 3rd down.
But I forgot to give you your credit last night on the show because you called going to Michael Mayer on the touchdown in the game.
Oh, I said you this is where you got to find your tight end.
Yeah, you called that touchdown. I have the text message to back it up. So there's not a false statement on that.
I said, find your tight end, and somebody heard me.
Well, yes, indeed.
3rd and 2.
I'm happy they did.
Latavius Murray up the middle, 1st and goal, Bills.
Oh, boy.
Latavius still going to get done at age 33.
Right? When they say at age 30 that
running backs
go backwards.
Well, that was a missed tackle. 7 carries, 59 yards for Murray. And they give it back to Latavius. Touchdown, Bills.
Oh, yes.
And the turnover does turn into points.
It does.
Here in Orchard Park.
Oh, you know what? I forgot they still have Vance Joseph on the staff.
The logo part 2.
Yeah, no, 1B. 1B. There's no part 2. There's no. It's Elway 1A. He's 1B. They formed the logo. It's Elway face and his smile. Bam! That's the logo right there.
Johnson forces the fumble. Murray finds the end zone. And the Bills and Broncos are tied at 15.
Yes, indeed.
Meanwhile, and again, special shout out to our 2 viewers watching. We appreciate you. And please,
yes, indeed,
feel free to comment.
Yes, indeed.
Back to Sacramento. Turnover by the Kings. And here comes Mitchell got back there anyway. Almost got the layup, but to no avail. Monk gets the rebound.
Well, yes.
3-pointer for Murray. Back iron, no good. Rebound to Monk.
Now, I was looking for that game.
Sabonis.
Yep.
Kicks it out.
That should be on CS
on
California, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. All right, I have that. Let's see if it's
the Afro checking back in for the Cavaliers.
Now, let me tell you what I have on my CSN California.
Not the dog show.
You damn right. That's the hell I got on the damn CSN right now. The damn dog show.
Okay, so you don't have the Plus channel.
Well, I don't have regular cable.
I know that, but with what you have, it should be able to. Well, the game is also on NBA TV. Hopefully, you're not blacked out.
Oh well, see, here we go.
Oh boy,
I'm not supposed to be blacked out.
Long 3-point shot. Made it anyway.
Oh, and you know what? I got the game.
Oh, he's got the game. 2-point lead for Sacramento. Rebound. Here's Sabonis. He can pass.
He sure can.
Threw it off of somebody. And right now, okay, so breaking news here on the Mizzle An Dub Show, going to Major League Baseball now. The Milwaukee Brewers have promoted their bench coach, Pat Murray, to be the manager to replace Craig Counsell, since Craig Counsell took the Chicago Cubs job.
Oh, well, okay then.
So the Brewers will promote from within.
Good for them.
To keep their continuity there.
Yeah, good for them.
Of course, Orchard Park, New York, one of the best fan bases in NFL football. Game tied at 15. Set to kick off. Of course, a new stadium is being constructed in Orchard Park, New York.
Really?
Yes. Mims across the 20. Breaks the tackle. Still on his feet. 30, 35, and knocked out of bounds by the kicker at the 40. So a good return by the Broncos on that kickoff by Mims.
He's been good tonight on special teams.
Yes, he has.
Yes, he has.
Josh Norman is still on the Bills.
Yeah.
I thought he retired.
Yeah.
From the 39 as the Broncos take the next possession. Russ looking to throw. Dumps it off to Williams. Williams to the 45. Gain of 6. So, a tie game here as we're nearing the 6-minute mark. So 6 points off the Broncos, or the Broncos have scored 6 points off of the Bills 3, and the Bills have scored 7 off that one that has now tied this game off Johnson's hit off of Sutton that forced the fumble. So, in a 15 deadlock, here's Williams. And that's a yard.
A solid yard.
If that.
Oh. We gotta.
Well, thank you, sir.
We appreciate you, little
Appreciate it. Broncos are 3 for 11 on third downs. And it's a third and a manageable 2. So you got to be careful if Russ decides to use his legs here and the Bills are showing blitz.
Yeah.
All great play call by Sean Payton.
Indeed.
And Russ, again, using his legs and keeping the drive. Yeah.
You said it. And the thing is, it's not like you have to contain the edges. He can run right to the middle as well.
You can, yeah.
So it's you got to have a spy on him. That's what you should be using right about now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could say the same for Josh Allen. He needs a spy.
Well, yeah.
Ball inside of the 48-yard line.
I do not disagree with that statement.
Going left. Gets across to the 45 to the 44, and Johnson makes the tackle. A 4-yard gain for Williams. Of course, been a fan of his since he came to the league. Javonte Williams.
Indeed. Yeah.
Young man can run the ball. And good to see him back recovered from that torn ACL he suffered a year ago.
Yeah, well, this is the same style he was running in North Carolina. So this is not
absolutely
what he's doing right
absolutely.
now. Yeah.
Absolutely. Russ rolling out to his right. Thought about taking a shot. Oh, Roussard. Or is right there from Miami. I know. But hey, you got bragging rights on the U again for another year. But Greg Rousseau has been a fantastic player since he went to Miami.
This is true. Can't deny that. Won't deny that.
It looks like Russ just ran back into him. Because initially he was blocked, and then Russ just ran back into his grasp. 5 tackles for Greg Rousseau tonight and a sack and 2 quarterback hits. Russ sacked again.
Oh, that defense is being just stepping it up right about now. That is going to wake Bills Mafia up for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, momentum is creeping as A.J. Espensa just fights through, spin moves, gets by Broyles, and brings him down for a sack.
Yeah. That's going to get that offense back on the field who, just scored a touchdown on their last drive. Yeah. You give Josh Allen that ball right now. He might find Stephon Diggs. They might take a shot. I wouldn't be shocked. That's how they play.
Great punt by the Broncos. The Bills will start deep in their own territory, but the Bills defense with momentum on their side in a 15-15 tie with 2.5 to go in the third quarter.
Oh, boy.
I still like the Bills' white helmets. Oh, wait a minute.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that statement.
8-point lead for the Kings as they play for the final shot of the first quarter, and Fox has the ball in his hand. Long 3 for Fox. Off the mark. And that is the end of period number 1 in the capital city. And the Kings. Fox to Herter.
Herder.
8-point lead for Sacramento.
You know, they're going to play some good basketball this year.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, again, as you and I said on one of our shows when we found out that Mike Brown was hired as the head coach, we knew there was going to be much improvement in Sacramento. Again, we did not expect that in year one of them winning the Pacific Division and them winning 51 games.
Yeah.
But we knew there was going to be vast improvement. And again, I know that Tyrese Halliburton wanted to be in Sacramento, but it seemed like the trade for Sabonis involving Halliburton seemingly put them. Okay, there's no wrong answer in them wanting to build around De'Aaron Fox because De'Aaron Fox is a talent. So building around him will never be a mistake. I mean, we go back to when they traded. We love Monte. Monte was a fantastic warrior, one of the all-time great warriors. Loved watching him play. But there was no wrong answer in wanting to build around Curry as the franchise.
Not at all. And you see it paid off.
Yeah, and as time put, Monte now realized I should have been more mature about it, which he has admitted ever since then. It actually came on the Warriors pregame line and said that, which, you know what?
Yep.
I should have made it work, which is kudos to him for admitting that, which it possibly to which it possibly could have worked. But you know, things happen, and Wardell has 4 rings and 2 MVPs to show for it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was a mistake to trade Halliburton and Buddy Hield to get Domantas Sabonis and let those two be your foundation for what you are building right now in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, as I've said about Mark Davis, it's 1st and 10 for the Bills from their own 11-yard line. Give to Cook up the middle, gets to the 14-yard line. 4-yard gain. Yeah. Boy, that's going to hurt your secondary.
Yeah.
Allen rolling out over the middle. Oh, it's Gabe Davis. Again. In the Denver territory.
You know what? He always somehow makes a way to make at least one big play in any game.
Yes.
And definitely on Josh Allen rollouts. It seems like if it's not Stephon Diggs, it's Davis making the big catches on the scramble plays. Not tremendous play.
I mean, he's just sitting down there. He's just sitting there in the zone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great catch. That was all hands.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
2 catches, 55 yards for Gabe. Ball on the ground.
Oh, no.
And it's Denver's ball. That is the fourth turnover forced by the Broncos defense here tonight.
Wow.
Oh, Cook never looked the ball in his hands. Cook never looked for the ball. Oh, boy. And that bounced off his knee. Oh, boy. And just like that, momentum right back on the Broncos sideline.
Right. That'll get, just as I say, that turnover will get Bills Mafia going. That will also get the tables folded for right now.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. The ball just slipped. The ball just slipped out of Allen's hands, and Cook just never could get his hands on it. So now it's Denver in plus territory at the Bills 48. Oh my goodness. Well,
it seems like Josh Allen was the one that took that one pretty hard.
Yeah. 2 backs. Give to Williams.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's all on Josh Allen. He didn't even have it in his hand to hand it off.
Yeah, it slipped. And then it just fumble-rooskied off of Cook's body.
Yeah.
And there's the look of disgust and despair on the look of on Josh Allen's face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. Mm-hmm. 2nd down and 8 for the Broncos as we're 40 seconds away from the end of the third period in a 15-15 tie. Bill showing blitz. They back up in rush 4. Russ looking for sudden incomplete. Stops the clock with 29 seconds.
Coverage sack? Or no, yeah, I guess you could call. I mean, not a coverage incompletion.
No, he just threw it behind Sutton. 3rd down and 8. Broncos 4 of 13 on 3rd downs, and they've been averaging 9 yards per 3rd down, and Bills Mafia's getting loud.
They're trying to get behind their team.
Oh, they got to get the play off. They just get it off. Russ looking underneath to Sutton. Johnson with a good tackle, and the Bills defense holds as the Broncos do nothing off that turnover.
That helped.
And we're going to go into the 4th quarter in a tie ball game, folks. After 3 in Orchard Park, New York. It's the Broncos 15, the Bills 15, as you take a look at downtown Buffalo, New York. In a tie game here on Monday night.
This is pretty entertaining. I wouldn't deny the entertainment in this one. No, and also we're not feeding a gigantic ass on our cast. We don't bring up feeding ass.
We are not feeding Lulu, nor are we singing happy birthday to that.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, that's still one of the greatest sound bites I've ever seen in my life. Arnold singing to an ass, literally.
Yes. And feeding it. It will go down as one of his greatest sound bites.
Absolutely.
Videos.
Absolutely.
Well, we already know the favorite.
Yes. I would take a bullet for those guys.
Of
course, if you haven't seen the movie Sabotage, that's what we're referring to.
Take a bullet, but would you take the money?
Would you take $10 million? Would you take $10 million? Where's the money? Don't fucking scream at me. That fuck you. Look at you with your 40% body fat and you sweaty little bastard. Fuck you guys. Oh, the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, that is classic. That is classic. Honestly, we used to play that before we started our shows.
Yes, we did.
Get that back started. Now we do the Beavis and Butthead and the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The fact that they actually played that song on the ship while you're getting Starbucks.
No, that wasn't on the ship. That's when I was in LA visiting my uncle.
Oh. Still, the fact that they were playing that song and y'all were getting caught. I'm like, really? They're really playing BTS.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and my caption to you is, you know their names.
Oh wow. Don't lie to me.
You gotta
don't you lie to me, Beavis.
I heard you loud and clear.
Beavis,
you would have to watch the new version of the new Beavis and Butthead on Paramount to understand what we're talking about.
Beavis,
that is one of our classic.
Beavis, I'm going to leave now. Now here's the story behind that, folks. Now, I was on vacation visiting, and while I was down there, the season premiere was while I was down there on vacation. So, of course, the 12-year-olds and us were giddy and excited to watch it. And I kid you not, on that first episode, that's where the video of Dynamite by BTS was playing. And then just the whole people was, yes, this song kicks ass. And the video kicks ass too. And here just, what? And the Bills, it does not get any easier for the Bills with their schedule. The Jets next week, then at Philadelphia, then their bye week. Then you come off the bye week and go to Kansas City. Then you at home against the Cowboys. Then the Chargers.
Here's the question with the Jets and Bills game. And would that offense be able to keep up with that defense?
Well, a
better offense. They beat my Raiders. No lie. No lie. As an honest football fan, if 8 was out there, if 8 was out there, I think we lose. But then again, Zach Wilson put a ball right in Garrett Wilson's hands. He should have caught that.
Correct.
So,
well, here. My question would be this: if Rodgers does not hurt himself, and of course, hindsight is 20/20, and we can do and we can do hypotheticals all night long, as Murray gets the first down across the 20. But I mean, hypothetically speaking, if the Bills or if Rodgers does not get hurt 4 plays in the season, are the Jets perhaps 7-3, 8-2, 9-1?
Could be.
And that's a legit question because I mean this defense that we've seen 3 times on national TV is as legit. There's Diggs, first down Bills across the 35. This Jets defense is legit. It really is.
Indeed.
I mean, Sauce Gardner and Devontae were battling at it all day long last night on that
Sauce
field.
got away with a few of them. Because Devontae doesn't really get out of character like that and yells at a referee.
No, he doesn't.
So he got away with a couple.
Diggs in motion. Lone back is Latavius Murray. Allen looking to throw. Over the oh, good tackle.
Damn good tackle.
Singleton with the tackle. And he's had himself a solid game tonight for the Bronco defense.
He's been around the ball a lot, too.
Yes, he has. Second down and 8. Just starting the 4th quarter here in Orchard Park. Kincaid in motion has a touchdown.
So
Allen looking as he throws it away. Go ahead.
So does this game has the feeling to whoever scores right on their possession, they can take the game? Or can you see a defense making a stop and whoever's losing gets the ball to win the game?
I think
how do you feel this game going?
I think it might be last possession might win this game.
Ooh,
that's the feel that I'm getting right now. Because I mean, so far in the second half, as Denver is showing blitz, so far in the second half, it's been a whole bunch of counterpunching on each side.
Yeah, agreed.
Oof. And Allen trying to thread the needle, and Moreau was right there with Gabe Davis, and now the ball will go back to Denver. But I mean, that's the vibe that I'm getting in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Oh, that's a great play by Moreau. Just came in and knocked it away at the last second.
Yeah.
Because Davis almost could have came down with that, but a great play by Moreau, 23, to knock it away. And now Mims, who's had some good punt returns, back to receive this Sam Martin punt. And Mims got a return. He's across the 30, down the sideline. Oh, took a mean hit by Ferguson. Oh, we got some extracurricular activity.
Oh, you know they're going to protect their player. You know that was going to come.
But nonetheless, still a good return by Mims as he gets across the 45-yard line.
That kid has been dynamite on. That kid has been dynamite all night tonight.
Ferguson says hello. And that's a clean tackle.
Yeah, well, yes, it is.
And good to see number 3 back on the field for the Bills, Damar Hamlin.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, the question is, I wonder why they didn't have him activated for the game against the Bengals. I don't understand that, but
well, I think for that particular game, I just think he just wanted to really just treat the people of Cincinnati, which I think he did. And that's something he would have to answer. To which he was interviewed by the Today Show, which if you haven't seen the interview, go watch it. But he was back there on the field tonight, and he was involved in that last tackle on special teams.
Yes.
And no, I don't want to watch the dog show. Dadgummit. No. 46-38 Sacramento leads the Cavaliers as Sabonis is at the line and misses the free throw. Mobley the rebound. And now here comes LeVert. Cleveland 7 of 8 from the line. Sacramento 3 of 6.
So what's I know you mentioned about Draymond Green earlier with the Warriors, so I want to piggyback off that. What's going on with our beloved Golden State Warriors right now, especially coming off that nice little hot start they had? What's
Well, I think what it's coming down to is the fact, nice alley-oop there to Mobley. And now the Cavaliers are back within 6, 42. It's a thing of if Curry has an off night, who's going to pick up the slack in scoring? Because I think he's been the only Warrior, if I'm not mistaken, that has scored 20 points in every game. I think he's the only Warrior to do that. And I mean, he is doing miraculous things in year 15 as that shot's blocked, but Mobley's right there for the loose ball and somehow kicks it out, and now the Cavaliers just turn the ball back over. But it's just, I don't know if Wiggins is still messed up from what happened in the last season. Because, I mean, he is definitely not being the same. He's not the same player. I mean, I wish they would give Kuminga and Moody more minutes because, I mean, they both can score if you allow them to.
Yeah.
And I know Wiggins does well at the defensive end. Same with Clay, but it's just like some of the shots that Clay would normally hit, they're not falling for him anymore. Yeah, I don't know if that is psychological. I don't know if that's psychologically laying in on him. Because I know he's putting in the work. In practice, I know the effort is there. I know he's not lacking of effort, but it's just for some reason it's not falling down as the false start is against the Broncos, and they get backed up 5 yards. But the Chris Paul signing has worked. He has helped solidify that second unit, but I don't know. I wish I had an answer because I mean, like I said, most of the. I don't know if Clay psychologically is still not over his injuries that kept him out, for instance, for 2 years. I don't know. I'm not in his head. I hope that's not the case. But it's just somebody has. If Clay can't be the Splash Brothers scoring wise to Curry, who is going to be the second guy to complement Curry on the scoring end? Because at this stage in his career, you can't ask Chris Paul to be a scorer because that's not who he is anymore. He's more the true point guard, facilitate, set up the defense, set up the offense. Could it be Wiggins? If Wiggins can get out of his head and start playing like he did in the 2022 championship run. I mean, we're just a season removed from the Warriors' last title, so it's not like they can't do it.
Yeah.
Russ over the middle, caught, first down, Judy to the 35-yard line. And that's a big dart, and that's a big conversion on third down for Denver. Oh, boy.
He's been stepping up slightly as well, too.
Judy?
Yeah.
Well, I think that that Steve Smith rant kind of woke him up a little bit, don't you think?
Yeah.
3 catches, 35 yards for Judy. As the Broncos trying to get at least field goal range for Will Lutz to retake the lead. But the Broncos obviously would love to get 6. Williams gets to the 32-yard line. So we will see what happens as the game continues. 18 carries, 61 yards for Williams, 34 yards after contact.
Oh, okay. So they're getting to him. He's just more maximum effort.
Yeah, bouncing. Yeah, indeed. The old maximum effort. 2nd down and 7. This is McLaughlin, and he is brought back to the line of scrimmage as Ed Oliver is right there to make the tackle. Great play by Mr. Oliver. As we have reached the 10-minute mark to go here in the game.
Very competitive game here.
Well, I mean, these are old American Football League rivals. They've been doing this since 1960. 3rd down and 7.
Well, isn't this almost what you felt like watching Sunday Night Football?
Oh yeah, the Jets and the Jets and the Raiders. Yeah,
some good defense on that AFL feeling. That's how that game felt. And this has to say, like, you just
shovel pass to Pirine, and Pirine gets the first down.
Oh, old school football right there.
And I don't know how Russ did not get sacked and had the alertness to find Samaje Perine. And Samaje Perine has been a solid football player for a long time.
You beat me to that statement right there. That was just about to say the same exact thing. No lie. Everywhere he's been, he's just been a solid football player.
Russ 18-22 for $151 and a touchdown.
Oh, he's pretty consistent.
Yeah, tonight he's been.
Solid
ball
numbers
about
right
the
there.
24. Here's Williams running right and gets to maybe the 20.
We are now in the red zone. Excuse me.
And time of possession dominated by the Broncos, nearly 32 minutes to the Bills 19.
That's some old school Sean Payton with New Orleans Saints type
ball control offense.
That's right there. Yeah.
2nd down and 7. Ball at the 21-yard line. Screen to Williams. And gets out of bounds about the 18-yard line, sits up there down.
You know what? That art is starting to become a factor now in the NFL again. Remember,
the
it was
screen
a lost
pass?
art. You didn't see no offenses running screen passes. Now you're starting to see it kind of come back now.
Well, the Lions ran a beautiful screen pass yesterday against the Chargers.
Oh, yeah. That was sweet.
Which was well executed.
Very well executed. Hell, the Jets ran one against my Raiders. If 91 would have stayed home, they could have got it, but it was still ran pretty damn good.
From the 17-yard line, Russ underneath caught, ball off the ground.
Oh, boy.
Say he's down.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Ooh, close.
They're going to call forward progress.
Ooh.
I don't know. No, that's the right call. He was down. That's the right call. That's the right call.
Yeah, it is.
First down for the Broncos.
Here we go.
And a whole bunch of confusion as a flag comes down.
Oh. Uh-oh. What's the call? Oh, it sounds like a false start here. We got a false start.
False start on Garrett Broyles.
Oh, you can't do that.
No, can't do that at all.
You cannot do that.
And granted a first down, and then on the next snap, a false start.
Okay, so again back at the Sutton play. Yeah. His butt touched the turf. And that was before the ball popped out by Douglas, so that was the right call.
If he would have held them up, it could have possibly would have been a fumble.
Yeah.
But,
But that's the 10th penalty on Denver here in this game. At the 6:41 mark, ball spotted the 18-yard line. Williams again. Big hole. Williams to the 6.
Woo.
And now Denver smelling the end zone, trying to take the lead here late at the 6:25 mark.
Can the defense hold?
And that's the question. That is the ultimate question right now.
This has been an excellent display of football right here by both. Even with the turnovers that the Bills have, they're still in this game. Just think 4 turnovers.
Yeah.
It's a tie game.
Under 6 now to go. Williams.
Defense.
First down and goal for the Broncos.
Oh, here we go.
We'll see where they place it. Dane Jackson made the stop. We'll see if this is first and goal on that second.
And the clock is ticking, and the Bills wondering if they should use Bills wondering if they should use their timeouts.
It's still a little early.
Well, both teams from the looks, if we can get back to the graphics here, guys. Both teams, okay, the Bills have all 3 timeouts. The Broncos have 2. But the Broncos' worst goal-to-goal percentage in the NFL. And they're trying to make into that now. All wide open is Williams. He can walk in for the touchdown. Oh, my. And the Broncos take the lead with 5:06 to go. And the Bills brought in heavy pressure, and he got the ball off to Williams, and Williams walked in on a 12-play drive that took 7 minutes and 16 seconds.
Well, Russell Wilson is a pretty good quarterback when it comes to the blitzing and being pressured. He knows how to get rid of that ball fast enough. Sometimes he does hold on to the ball a little bit and take sacks, but when he makes the right decision and goes with it, he pretty much drops it in there.
Let's for the X. Oh, my goodness. Oh no. Boy. Oh, no. Boy.
No.
Again.
No. You can't let that happen.
That is 2 missed extra points by the Broncos.
Oh, no. No. 1 will bite you. 2 will put you in a situation.
You just simply dropped it. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boy.
And now what could have been and should be an 8-point lead is now just a 6-point game for the Broncos. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. Bills score a touchdown. They take the lead with the extra point.
Yes, indeed. And hello to our 5 viewers. Thank you for joining us on this live edition of the Mizzle An Dub Show as we talk during Monday Night Football and as my brother dips over and watch the Kings and Cavaliers. So thank you for listening to us just shoot the shit while we.
And it is under a minute in Sacramento as the Cavaliers are down 10, 68-50 with 13 on the shot clock. Oh, nice pass. And, well, that was great ball movement until Mobley was overthrown on the attempt on the alley-oop. Fox with the ball in his hand. Fox driving, takes the mid-range. Oh, could not get the lucky bounce. Allen gets the rebound for Cleveland. And the ball's in the hands of the Spider. A tremendous player is one Donovan Mitchell, which, of course, you said that's
he has really helped. Well, we all know how Stephen A. Smith feels about Donovan Mitchell. He's been wanting him to come to New York for a long time.
Nice move in the lane by Mobley. Gets the basket, puts it up to an 8-point game. And Sacramento will have the final shot of the half. Fox inside of Sabonis. And the ball will stay with Sacramento with 0.7 ticks. Uh-oh. Oh, this is interesting.
Uh-oh. More breaking news?
Well, more of the wrestling variety.
Oh.
It seems like the heel turn is going to happen.
For
Drew.
So they're sending him back, huh?
Well, I just got an alert talking about that McIntyre helps the Judgment Day.
You know what? I was just about to turn to Raw and watch it. I'll probably watch the replay later on tonight. But so is that him joining the Judgment Day or just the heel turn?
Well, it says that he shakes hands with Rhea after interfering in the match.
Well, there's been a lot of backstage things going between Rhea and Drew.
Correct.
You know, they've been making a lot of eye contact. So, wow.
So possibly Sabonis might be foul. And they're reviewing this as we await the call here as they go to halftime in Sacramento. With the Kings at the moment with a 68-60 lead as Mobley and I don't think that's a shooting foul. Let's see. Yep, his hands. Yeah, the shot did not go off until the clock was over. But again, I'm not an official.
Well, if you wasn't an official, you would be sitting here doing this wonderful show that we do for the people.
So it is a foul call. Sabonis will go to the line to shoot 2. And now there's 0.3 of a second on the clock. And the foul's called on Mobley on Cleveland, but Diamantis Sabonis will shoot 2.
Which is a pretty decent free throw shooter.
Diamantis, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 of 8 shooting from the floor. Very solid first half for the big man. Of course, his dad, one of the greatest big men passers of all time.
I mean, we can sit here and do a whole 30-minute show just talking about
Arvydas.
Arvydas.
Yes.
What a name.
Arvydas Sabonis.
All-around basketball player.
Of course, one of my all-time favorite Warriors, Sarunas Marciulionis. And one of the great basketball names of all time. The great Lithuanian ball player.
Oh, the Buffalo Bills.
Uh-oh. Diggs. 10 rushes, 95 yards for Cook. Ball at the 20 with 3:18 to go.
And he almost coughed it up. Previous play.
Cook. First down. Cook. Inside the 10. Well, never lacking for drama is the Bills of Orchard Park, New York.
Oh, no. They have to always give you some kind of heart failure.
Cook almost busted it in for the top. Now, here's my question. If you're the Bills, do you go for 2? Bronco showing blitz. Back to Cook. Going left. Still on his feet. He gets to about the 5-yard line as the Broncos were trying to do everything to strip the ball out of his hands.
Yeah.
But Cook held on to it. And we will go to the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. Yeah.
High drama in Orchard Park, New York. The Bills on the move.
Well, you know what I would do in this situation?
What's that?
I will make the Broncos use their timeouts as much as possible.
Yeah,
I would try to drain. I would try to drain this clock. And not give them with a score.
Yeah, well, I mean, they need
for your 2 point. Yeah, most indeed. But as for your 2 point conversion, if they get the touchdown, I would answer that with how much time is left on the clock.
That's a good analogy.
I would have to know how much time is on the clock before I can make that decision.
So, fans, did you know that Inside the NFL is now airing on the CW network? If you don't, now you do.
They've been announcing that for a while. Yes.
So now possibly Monday Night Raw might be airing on FX, which is quite interesting. I don't know why they would want to leave Universal USA.
That doesn't sound right.
I agree. That's like when they left USA for Spike TV. Made no sense to me.
Oh my goodness.
Or TNN, which made no sense.
Wasn't Sunday Night Heat viewed was on MTV at one time?
At one time it was, yes.
Because wasn't SmackDown Hotel?
Yes,
the mankind can't come to the phone.
Yes,
too busy with the Rock's foot in his mouth.
That match indeed was on MTV, during the halftime of the Super Bowl. Yes, it was. Yes, indeed, it was.
Yes, that's how old I am. I know I've seen this company bounce around to multiple networks. It's ridiculous. But they have my attention now.
Oh yeah,
since Triple H has taken over, it's been very entertaining. The storylines are, we can sit here and predict the storyline like there's nobody's business. But if you make it interesting, and you, as you always say, tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
If you tell the story, I will watch it. But once it starts getting dry, I will leave it like I have before. I have no problem.
Yeah. Because, I mean, for a minute, I was really strictly all AEW because they were telling some good stories, even though they had too many factions for me.
Yep. It started to get over there real fast, though.
Yeah.
They have no – I don't know. I don't know how to say about AEW. I was, like, real into AEW. Like, it used to be, like, I stopped watching Raw.
Yeah.
Didn't watch SmackDown. But now it's like, okay, I see what's going on here now. You got me.
The Bills have not led at all in this game. Murray in the backfield. Fake. Allen. He can run if he wants to. And he does. Touchdown. And the Bills take the lead late. And right now the game is tied with 1:55 to go.
What are we doing right here? What do you think they're doing?
Looks like they're just going to settle for the extra point, which would give the Broncos still a field goal chance to possibly win the game at the end.
It's still a good call, but he's putting faith in his defense.
Well, here we go. Extra point is good. First lead for the Bills tonight. But the Broncos still have 1:55 and still have 2 timeouts.
Well, we see where your loyalty lies with this game. Look at your microphone. What's the color?
Well, it does match the Bills' helmet for sure.
Well, their uniform.
That too. But, I mean, if we were picking this game, I would have picked the Bills anyway, just because the Bills need to win.
Same. Well, the Raider in me would not allow me to pick the Broncos.
Of course not. That's like me saying, go Seahawks. No, dadgummit, no.
No. This is not what we're doing tonight.
No, here's something I forgot to talk about that I wanted to bring to your attention. So, Carson Wentz being an Inglewood Ram while they try to figure out when Matthew Stafford's going to return. Your thoughts on that? None. Got it. Here's the kick as it goes into the end zone. Well, it's been a game. Well, really, the key plays really is 2 mishaps by the Broncos special teams, 2 missed extra points. Hence why it is a 1-point lead for the Bills at the moment.
As what opposed, did I ask you what did I ask you after the first one was missed?
Will that come back to bite them? And right now, here we go. Broncos need just a field goal to possibly steal this game away from the Bills.
Can the defense hold up, get some pressure? They have been getting pressure on Russell Wilson. Excuse me.
Shovel pass again to Pirine. Pirine first down. Pirine near midfield.
See, as I was just speaking on that defense.
And again, the old shovel pass. Playing dividends for the Broncos as Williams almost got a hand on it. And a good gain by Samaje Perine, who's made some big catches off those shovel passes here today. And the Bills have an injury. With 1:39 with 99 seconds remaining in this game. And again, the Broncos, more importantly than that, have 2 timeouts. So the middle of the field, the whole playbook's wide open if you're the Broncos.
Wide open. There and no rush.
No, not at all.
No rush.
So next week, Chiefs and Eagles next Monday night.
Hell, shall we preview that right now and just go ahead and give and skip ahead and just go ahead and discuss that and give a pick?
We can do that after the game is over.
Okay.
Let's see here is Wow. And there is number 3. There is Damar Hamlin on the field on defense.
Yes. Now, wouldn't it be something if he makes a play?
Oh, my goodness. To seal the win for the Bills. Ooh. What a story that would be.
That Bills Mafia will lose they will stack up 5 tables and somebody will go through all 5 of them.
Oh, yeah. Someone will be doing the 3D through all 5 of those tables. No question about that.
Most definitely.
Eight catches, 53 yards for Sutton, who also does have a touchdown. Second down and 10 with 1:36 to go. Again, the Broncos do have 2 timeouts. Russ will run for it. And he gets to about the 47-yard line, sets up 3rd down. Obviously, you would say this is 4th down territory for the Broncos.
Yeah.
Game is on the line. Game on the line right here. 3rd and 5. Pirine again and a 1st down.
That man has been putting in the work right now for the Denver Broncos.
He's been clutch tonight for sure. 45-yard line. 47 seconds. Caught.
Oof.
Tackled by Hamlin. Troutman tackled in bounds. And the Broncos will use one of their timeouts with 40 seconds. Lutz
and
warming up.
He's in field goal range already.
From what we've seen tonight, and as you talked about, Joe, with the wins and all, I wouldn't feel real good about this attempt from this distance.
And the wind is a factor here and they're kicking into the wind.
as you heard the Super Bowl champion Troy Aikman say.
Here's the recap. And watch this touchdown, but watch the feat by Sutton, which was tremendous.
Yeah. Tremendous.
And P. Ryan. And there's Williams on the touchdown pass from Wilson. As Wilson has been Houdini-like tonight. 24-29, a buck 92, 2 touchdown passes. 2nd down and 4. Here we go. From the 39.
Ooh.
Russ in the gun. Russ can't take a sack.
Huge. Huge.
And now the Broncos have to use their last timeout.
Huge. That was huge. Bills Mafia is going bananas.
Poyer came through. But it was Rousseau again, or Esperanza. But Poyer will get credit for the sack.
Yeah.
Esperanza.
Pressure at the right time.
Yes.
Definitely good pressure at the right time.
Ball on the Bills' 45-yard line. 35 seconds to go. Unreal. 5th sack by the Bills defense. No one is sitting inside Orchard Park, New York.
No.
They're standing.
Going crazy. Crazy.
No timeouts for Denver.
It's like 1,000 people out there with no shirts on right now.
Russ, deep. Judy, incomplete. No, a flag is thrown. They throw a late flag, and Judy is going to get the call.
No. All I need is just a field goal now. All I need is just a field goal.
Yep. I don't know.
That might have been a gift.
I mean, it looked like Johnson was turning around to try to play the ball. I don't know about that one.
Or was it catchable?
Ball at the 17-yard line, 29 seconds to go. Again, the Bills have, or the Broncos have no timeouts.
I don't know why they
the Bills
go out there just take the field goal.
Are using their timeouts now. Well, Week 10 was a lot of
yeah, that's a flag, man. Yeah.
Game, or Week 10 yesterday was a whole bunch of walk-off field goals that decided a lot of games yesterday.
So why not end the week, right?
Right. Why not indeed? Let's 10 for 13 on Lee, changing field goals in the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter and overtime in his career. The Broncos trying to win their third straight and to put them at 4-5. And this loss, if it was to be a loss for the Bills, will put them at 5-5. And this would really thicken it up.
That will still put them above my Raiders because they beat the Raiders
with the tiebreaker. Yes.
Yeah, so they
had the tiebreaker
right now. So yeah.
Russ takes another knee. Bills call a timeout. Johnson doesn't agree, and you can read his lips saying the call's BS. So right now, here's the playoff picture. Chiefs with the number 1 seed. The Ravens right now the 2 seed. Dolphins and the Jags lead their divisions. Right now, the Texans, Browns, and Steelers are your wildcard teams. And there you see it. Bengals, Bills, Colts, and Raiders in the hunt.
Oh. Yes, I like that.
So there you see it. But also keep this in mind. But to keep this in mind, the Browns and the Steelers are in the hunt for the division. Because keep this in mind, keep in mind the Steelers beat the Ravens, and the Browns split the Ravens. So if Cincinnati gets the win over Baltimore on Thursday, then perhaps the Browns or the Steelers might be in first place in the North. But because the Steelers had the tiebreaker over the Browns, it might be the Steelers in first place in the North.
Yes.
So here we go. 3rd and 13, 24 seconds. Russ on the right hash. And here we go. Now the quick change. Now the Broncos did this very well at the end of the first half. This to win the game for the Broncos from 41. Lutz missed it! But a flag is down.
Oh, holding.
12 men on the field for the Bills. So Lutz will get another chance.
You're kidding me.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. 12 men on the field.
You can't give the kicker a second chance.
No. You cannot. And now this will really decide the game right here. 4 seconds to go. This from 36 yards to win the game for the Broncos. Lutz. This time it's down the middle. And the Broncos have won their 3rd straight. (24-22) the final score. Broncos go to 4-5. Bills to 5-5. Again, the Broncos have won their 3rd straight game.
The Bills are going to be sick.
Unbelievable.
Un-effing believable.
Oh, Russ, don't start crying again, please. But it goes down as a 2-point win for the Broncos. Yes, true enough. But again, it's gonna be the turnovers that the Bills gave the Broncos tonight that really was the difference in this game.
Yep.
Because normally, if you miss 2 extra,
you don't win the game.
And I mean, how odd is this? They miss 2 extra points, but yet they win by 2.
Right. Right.
Insane.
So I'll say this: the turnovers, as you were saying, I agree to that. The turnovers will be the difference in this game. You can't turn the ball 4 times and expect to win the game.
No.
You can't win. You're not supposed to win the game missing 2 extra points, but to win by 2, as you just said. So, yeah, the statement that just says right there, that's disgusting. Yeah, disgusting.
It is. But nonetheless, the final score here from Orchard Park, New York, it's the Broncos 24, the Bills 22. Next Monday night from Arrowhead, Chiefs and Eagles.
A barn burner.
Should be a slobber knocker.
Oh, good old JR.
What did we just watch is what I'm trying to understand. As it's the Welcome.
12 men. Well, I'll tell you what we just watched. 12 men on the field cost the Bills a victory.
Yeah, because he missed the kick.
He definitely missed the kick. So,
but
definitely 12 men on the field cost a victory.
Yes,
for the Orchard Park Bills.
But welcome to episode number 120 of the Mizzle An Dub Show, as we were doing our own Mizzle An Dub cast, if you will, of this Monday night game between the Bills and the Broncos, to which the Broncos win by a final score of 24-22. And 3-point shot is good for the Cavaliers, as now it's a 77-71 lead for Sacramento as they're playing the Cavaliers. Herder feeds Barnes. Barnes comes inside now. Barnes driving. Barnes. Sabonis. Oh, great job by Sabonis. Just gets him off the glass and in. 18, 6, and 7. Diamantis is messing around. Mitchell gets the bounce.
Normally when he's messing around, it's a good night for whatever team he plays for.
Yes, it is. Murray, no. Mitchell's got 17. 6-point lead for Sacramento with the 8-minute mark to go here in the third quarter. Almost lost. That looked like a travel. But then again, what's traveling in today's basketball, as my co-host would say?
The Euro step changed all that.
Oh, and of course, as we say that, they just called it travel.
Oh.
Mr. Bickerstaff, a tremendous job with the Cavaliers a season ago as they made the playoffs before losing to the Knicks in the first round. Herder for 3. Got it.
That kid can shoot.
Yes, he can. 82-73. Herder's got 9, 3 of 4 from the 3-point line. Garland.
Is War Games this weekend?
No. I know it's at Survivor Series. I don't know the actual date for Survivor. I think Survivor Series is next week. Here's Barnes on the low block.
The week that I'm working.
Sabonis. No, nice pass to Herder. Fox for 3. Short. Herder gets the rebound. Floater. Got it. And the Kings extend their lead to 84-73 and timeout by Bickerstaff and the Cavaliers.
That kid does know how to use that floater very well. I'll tell you that.
With the touch. Kings by 11. Well, that's just wow. All right, that's let's see how many in. So, just to recap what we just saw between the Bills and the Broncos. It was a game full of turnovers that did not benefit the Bills.
Yeah, at all.
At all. I mean, the game started with a turnover on the Bills' very first play of the game. The Broncos turned it into a field goal. The Bills only led for about a minute and some change throughout the whole entire game. But at the end of the day, the Broncos find a way to get their third straight win of the year, go to 4-5. Russ took care of the football. The Bills 3 of 8 on third down. The Broncos 8 of 19 on third downs. The Bills only ran 52 plays. The Broncos 71 plays. The Bills ran the ball well, but the Broncos with 10 penalties. The Bills only had 5, but again, 4 turnovers, 2 interceptions thrown, 2 fumbles lost. When you turn the ball over 4 times, you normally do not win games, and that was the unfortunate that cost the Bills the game over the Broncos. So now, as we look into it on the week 11, the Bills have to play the Jets at home again. We'll see what happens with there. And really, this is a Sunday night game? Really?
What?
The Vikings and the Broncos is your Sunday night game for week 11. Oh, buddy. Well, I mean,
I don't like that.
Well, I
it
mean,
might be good. Dobbs played good.
He has. I mean, the Vikings have won 5 straight, and now the Broncos have won 3 straight. So somebody's losing streak has to end. I mean, what? I really don't know what game you can flex that with. Maybe the Steelers and the Browns.
Maybe.
But that's a big CBS game. I don't know. 11-point lead for Sacramento. That's now I'm going to move this to the table so I can write the picks.
Oh, yes.
For week 11. And plus, I'm tired of holding this doggone microphone. Now I'll put it on the mic stand. So bear with me for a minute, fans, as I reconstruct areas, and I'll just have Mizzle talk for a minute to you guys. Give me a minute.
Oh, well, number one, they have been accustomed to us with the technical difficulties with technology. So I think they can hold off for a second while you work to set yourself up to get the week 11 picks going. But with that being said, the Denver Broncos, man, the Elways, pull out another one. I think the Bills more shot themselves in the foot with this game than anything else, with definitely 12 men on the field. Ridiculous. I don't know how you don't call a timeout in that situation to not get the flag so you could get your men off the field. So somebody on the field wasn't doing their job counting the men that was on the field, which there is one person on the team that does count the 12 men on the field. But nonetheless, Broncos did play pretty good. Like my brother said, Russell Wilson protected the ball very well, made some good throws, got out of a lot of pressure that the Bills did bring. The Bills' defense was pretty good, but just not enough. Just not enough. And the Niners get back on track, boo. And just made the Jaguars look like a high school team. That was just a horrible display of football from the Jaguars. I don't know how that happened. But as we get into week 11, there is some exciting matchups that's coming up, as we definitely speak about the Bengals and Ravens playing on Thursday night. I don't know who I'm going to pick on that one. That was going to be a tough one to try to nail down. I do want to trend towards Lamar, but I just think Jamar Chase and Joey Cigars can pull it out. So I won't give away my pick there just yet before we predict that. But is everybody ready to start getting their Christmas stuff? I know we ain't even hit Thanksgiving yet, but there's a lot of Christmas stuff already being put up. Excuse me. Even in Mexico, they were already selling Christmas trees, and Thanksgiving ain't even happened. I don't understand how people do that. I'm more of when the month comes around, that's when I'll start doing whatever I need to do. But yeah, I believe I'll probably be getting my Christmas tree the day after Thanksgiving, so I don't know why I'm sitting here talking about that. But no, hopefully everybody's ready for the holidays. You know, Thanksgiving is coming up. It's the time to be with family, and not just the food, but just to be thankful that we still got some family to be around to celebrate that holiday with. Unfortunately, I'll be at work that day. So, but I'll be getting paid extra. Got mandated. Just horrible. Just horrible. I'd rather be at home watching football, eating some delicious food. So, hope everybody gets out there and be safe on that. As well, probably we'll preview some football games on there, because there will be football and I believe basketball played on Thanksgiving. I don't have to ask that question. But yeah, as I'm sitting here just watching a little bit of basketball. Wait, no, I'm not. It froze on me, so I got to get it right. Wasn't watching basketball. It was frozen for a bit. But it's good to be home. Definitely after a long week on a cruise ship. That was it was nice, but it was confined spaces. Everything was a lot of tight on the cruise ship. But definitely glad I took those extra 2 days off, so I'm not ready to go back to work. But we'll be grinding here pretty soon. But I do got the weekend off, so worked out. Planned it out pretty perfectly. Pretty perfectly. Like I said on the last night's show, the boys got some decent souvenirs and everything like that. Real happy that the Florida State is playing some good football. Sixers are playing good basketball. Definitely is always a good thing when Florida State beats Miami. Always will gloat over there knowing that I know a bunch of Miami fans. So it's always a good thing when that happens. Definitely a good thing when it happens. All right, as my brother gets himself back in the game.
Well, alrighty then. I now have room to write. So, coming into week 11, Mizzle holds the record of 72-34, and I am 61-46. So,
oh boy, Tequila's winning.
Yeah, Tequila is winning big time in this these standings here so far in this season, and I pretty much need a Christmas miracle, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But
hey, crazier things have happened.
This is true, but we're going to get on with it.
Let's do it.
If I can find Henry's page. Okay, why am I? Stop muting the damn microphone. What the hell? Okay, week 11. All right, so we already know what the Thursday night game is going to be, a AFC North battle between the Ravens and the Bengals, both teams coming off heartbreaking losses on last-second field goals. Of course, the Ravens blowing a lead. The Bengals had a chance to win the game, but drop a touchdown pass. This is a tough one to call. It really is, because, as you said, both teams are coming in pretty pissed off about the way they lost their games. Even though they do have the advantage in Baltimore because it is Baltimore with the home field advantage in this game. The Ravens already beat the Bengals early in the season, 27-24. So this is for a season sweep for the Ravens against the Bengals. I don't know. It's almost like which pissed off quarterbacks doesn't come into play. It's a real tough one to call. They are giving the Ravens, if I'm not mistaken, they're giving them 3.5. Yeah, 3.5. They're giving Baltimore. The over/under is 46.5. A lot of questionables on the defensive side on both sides of the ball. Marlon Humphrey's questionable. Darrell Ward is questionable. Calvin Noy is questionable. Ronnie Stanley is questionable. Trenton Simpson is questionable. That's for the Ravens. For Cincinnati, we know T. Higgins is not going to play. Trey Hendrickson, their all-pro defensive end, he's questionable. Awuzie is questionable. And Akeem Davis-Gaither is questionable. So there's a lot of questionables in this game. Of course, it is a short week, so you don't know what's going to happen. But all year long, I've been calling for a Justin Tucker walk-off kick. I think this is the game I finally get my Justin Turner walk-off kick. I got Baltimore.
Mark me down for the Bengals.
Oh, he's
Give me
taking
the Bengals.
He's taking the jungle.
Yes, I'm gonna go with the jungle.
Well, either way, it should be a dandy of a football game this upcoming Thursday.
I agree.
In the Harbor City, in Baltimore, Maryland. But also, shout out real quick to the Montreal Alouettes, and it seems like everywhere you can just pencil in the Winnipeg Blue Bombers to be in the Grey Cup. But the Alouettes, with a huge upset, beating the 16-2 Toronto Argonauts and the defending Grey Cup champion Toronto Argonauts. So it's the Montreal Alouettes and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers playing for the Coupe de Grey, the Grey Cup. And actually, the Grey Cup is a pretty beautiful trophy if you haven't seen it. Of course, we're talking about the Canadian Football League, the CFL, and that championship game is this upcoming Sunday, to which I'll be watching.
Let's go.
I think the game will be airing on ESPN2, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just make sure that is correct. So I don't, because we like to be accurate as we possibly can on the show.
Indeed.
Of course, kickoff is at 3. Kickoff is at 3 p.m. But yeah, it's the Blue Bombers at 14-4 taking on the Alouettes at 11-7. It will be in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, home of the Hamilton Tiger Cats, as the 110th edition of the Grey Cup comes into fruition. So, right now the Kings are up 92-80 in the third quarter. The Raptors beat the Wizards 111-107. Bucks beat the Bulls 118-109, and the Celtics beat the Knicks 114-98, even though Randall had a solid game, 25 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, but Tatum with 35 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. So that's your NBA for this Monday night. And Keegan Murray just hit another 3, and it's 95-83. Sacramento as the Kings trying to pull away from the Cavaliers here in the third. So, as we continue with Week 11, it'll be a matchup of the AFC South. The 3-6 Titans go to Jacksonville to take on the 6-3 Jaguars. Get right game for the Jags, bounce back game for the Jags. I like the Jags.
Yeah, I like the Jags as well. I don't see them having another game like they did against the Niners.
To which, by the way, for those that are interested in betting, it is the Jaguars minus 6.5 and the Titan, or the total is 39.5. Chargers on the road to Lambeau to take on the Packers. There again, the Chargers minus 3. Total is 44.5.
Damn it.
Do I really have to pick this game? Because, I mean, I really want to pick Green Bay. I do. But you don't know which Packers offense you're going to get.
I would love to pick the Packers for the simple fact of the matter that just the Raider fan in me just can't do it. But I just don't trust how Jordan Love is seeing the field in certain situations. For 1 minute, he'll throw a great pass, and you're like, okay, this is what we're doing. And then he's like, what were you looking at? Who are you seeing? So I trust Matt LaFleur over Staley.
Yes.
I believe the talent on the field will be the Chargers winning this game over the Packers.
I'm reluctantly picking the Chargers as well.
As I sip my beer to rinse that filth out my mouth.
And we will see if the tundra will be frozen in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Yes,
indeed.
Really no need to talk about this division matchup. Commanders, Giants, total 37.5. Commanders 9.5. Give me Sam Howell in the Commies.
Yeah, this might be the get right game that the Commies need right now because they've been playing good football. They just get snake bitten at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So give me the Commies on this one. I think they take care of business.
Next up, well, really don't need to talk about this game either. It's the total is 47.5. Cardinals, Texans. I'm riding the D'Amico train. Give me the Texans.
Yeah, I'm D'Amico Ryans is almost lightweight turning into Mike Tomlin right now. And I'm definitely not gonna go against him on this one. So yeah, give me the Texans in this one for sure.
Bears, Lions at home. Oh, they're giving the Lions -10 and the total of 46.5. I'm going to ride that. I'm going to stick with the Lions. The Lions will go to 8-2 before Thanksgiving as they take on the Packers on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you don't have to lie. You don't have to say anything to me. Just give me the Lions on this one.
Now this one. This one's going to be a tough one. And I gotta take the mic off this one.
The microphone is got picked up on this one.
No, because this is going to be a. Oh no, you did not. That's how we feel, really. That's how you feel. So okay? Well, you know what? Damn it! Don't give me that LA bullshit. Because I will be deeply moved. Of course, we are talking about one of the greatest traditions that me and Mizzle do. Every time we get together, it is a must that we watch Major League. So,
yes.
If you know, you know. But the next game, which is, you want to talk about a slobber knocker. This one right here might live up to every sense of the word. It is the second matchup of the year between the Browns and the Steelers. This time it's at the Dog Pound. They're giving the Dog Pound 3.5. The total is 37.5. 6-3 versus 6-3. Oh, this is a tough one to pick. It really is because I really like both teams. I really do.
And this is not me being Orange Cassidy, by the way. This is just me being like, I'm really thinking about this one.
Oh.
All right. I'm not going against Mike Tomlin. Give me the Steelers. Just get that out of the way. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I won't do it. I can't do it. I'll break the ice on this one. Give me Mike Tomlin. But won't be shocked if Cleveland finds a way to pull it out. Will not, with a shadow of a doubt, if it comes down to a field goal.
I'm picking the Dog Pound. I'm picking the Browns.
Ooh, okay. Not shocked. And it won't be shocked.
Because as I've been saying all year, the Browns realistically should be 7-2. Because I really feel in week 2 against the Steelers, they gave that game away on Monday night. And again, Highsmith made a fantastic defensive play, forced a fumble.
Yeah.
And TJ Watt was Johnny on the spot. And the Steelers stole one from the Browns in week 2.
Indeed.
Even though the Steelers have found ways to win games and get it done, I love how they've been utilizing Najee Harris and Jalen Warren in the running game.
Yeah.
and again, we know the rule. Damn it, don't go against Tomlin.
You don't go against Tomlin.
But dadgummit, I've been on the Browns all year. I've been on the Browns before the season started.
You have.
This will be a low-scoring game. I am not expecting a lot of scoring in this game. I'm expecting to be low-scoring, but I just think the Browns will find a way to get it done against the Dog Pound in a close-scoring game.
I don't see how you don't flex this game to Sunday night. This is a marquee game right here.
Right. But
I'd have been real comfortable with this game being on Sunday night.
But if the number one team of Nance Romo and Tracy Wolfson is doing this game, I can see why it won't get flexed.
Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. Then they got the 18 going. Okay,
yeah, because I don't see any other matchup on CBS that is worthy of being flexed other than the Steelers and the Browns. But I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
No need to talk about this game. Cowboys and Panthers. Cowboys minus 11. Total is 40. Cowboys. Like why are we even talking about this?
Yeah, Cowboys. Dak will throw for damn near 500 yards.
Well, he did throw for 400 against the Giants. Now.
Uh-oh.
This is a game that I hope ends in a tie. But unfortunately, because I have to pick a winner. You know what? I'm actually about to go pour me an actual drink because I actually need to drink for this.
Boy.
An actual drink. Stand by.
Uh-oh.
And
it must have to be coming down to the Arizona Cardinals or the St. Louis Rams. I mean, the LA Inglewood Rams. Is that what we're picking?
It's the Inglewood Rams versus the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, you definitely need to.
Yeah, so
you definitely.
So stand by, America.
Yeah. You definitely need one. I'm not mad at you for this one. You go ahead and get that drink. Yeah, I don't even know who I want to pick in this one. That might be a tough game to go right there. Yeah, America, if he's going to grab a drink, that means he is seriously confused on who he wants to pick because he really wants this game to end in a tie. Not mad at him. Definitely not mad at him. If anybody can leave a comment that's watching, can someone answer this question for me? Is the Marvels worth going to see, or should I wait for it to go on Disney Plus? I'm having some form of feeling about going on because I like Kamala Khan. Her Miss Marvel series on Disney Plus was tremendous. I enjoyed watching that one. So to incorporate her in a main movie slightly wants me to lean toward going to watch it. Captain Marvel. I do like Monica Rambeau a little bit, but the only reason I would go watch that movie is for Kamala Khan. So please, anybody that's watching can let me know about the Marvels, or should I just wait to watch it? Let's see what else is coming out here pretty soon. I don't know if there's been any good movie news coming out here besides that. Excuse me, Deadpool has got pushed back a little bit. A little disappointed about that. Excuse me, because I'm ready to see what Wolverine is going to do with Mr. Wade Wilson himself. So excited about that. As I kind of hear basketball being played in the background, I can't catch out what's going on with that to give you an update. But we should have some great movies coming out here pretty soon. Marvel's going to start picking up. I read that Loki ended pretty soon. Ended real good. I'll probably be watching that after the show and check out how that ended and see how they moved on from that. Oh boy. He has himself a nice cold glass of something. Here we go.
I went pineapple sangria. Go Rams. Oh. Yes, it pains me to pick a team from the Los Angeles area.
I can't do it, so go Seahawks. Picking nothing from Inglewood.
And I get it. Trust me. I don't want to, but unfortunately, Seattle is underneath us in second place. So, unfortunately, in my case, I have to pick the Rams.
I understand.
Well, some interesting baseball news here. Free agent reliever Josh Hader is deciding between two teams. Right now, the top two teams on his list is the Rangers and the Phillies. Dear God, do not put Josh Hader with Bruce Bochy and Mike Maddox. Good grief. That will solidify that bullpen for next year, for sure, for Texas. But yeah, I mean, they're only giving the Seahawks -1, and the totals 46.5. And I'm guessing that has to be because you don't know which version of Geno you're going to get. That that can only be the assumption of why that's happening. That's the only reason, the only explanation that I could come up with. But nonetheless, and again, historically speaking, under the Pete Carroll era, the Rams have always been a tough matchup for the Seahawks.
That is 100%.
For whatever reason, and that's mainly one of the reasons why I'm unfortunately why I'm picking the Rams. Oh God. I know this is painful for me to say.
I love it.
It really is, but hey, it is what it is. And hey, I mean, at the end of the day, all we can be is fans. And it just is what it is. So yeah, I'm picking the Rams over the Seahawks, and I'm happy with that. Anyhow, moving on to the next game. Yeah, to quote your cousin, that's disgusting. It is very, very disgusting. All right, next game on the schedule, and we just talked about this a little bit. The Bills and the Jets. Bills at home, -7. Totals 40.5. If the Bills are in a giving mood like they were tonight against the Broncos, the Jets could steal one from the Bills like they did back in Week 1 on Monday night. I don't see it happening. It shouldn't happen. But again, it's any given Sunday. I really don't see the Bills losing 2 straight at home. I don't. I just don't. But I'm going to say the Bills are going to win in a close one.
I am going to go on the whim since I have a comfortable lead, and I am going to go pick the East. I am going East Rutherford. I think that defense is going to show up and win the game for the Jets. The offense might do something something. But hell, Denver just came up there and won. Why cannot the East Rutherford Jets defense cannot come up there and do the same thing?
Hey,
I am going East Rutherford. That one's for you, Keith. Damn it.
I would
East Rutherford.
And again, I'm not going to be shocked one bit if the Jets pull off the upset. I'm not.
Yeah.
I really am not, because the Jets defensively, the Jets are capable of winning any game because their defense is that doggone good. So I'm not gonna. I agree 1,000%. It's not gonna surprise me if the Jets beat the Bills, but I just can't see the Bills losing 2 straight at home. Which again,
I understand.
But it can happen. It can happen. So,
yep.
Now again, we talked about this ad verbatim for a little bit, but nonetheless, as it stands right now, it is the Sunday night game. The surging Broncos against the surging Vikings. Somebody's winning streak is going to end. But dadgummit, I love the Joshua Dobbs story. I want it to continue. Damn it, give me the Purple People Eaters going to the altitude and winning on Sunday night.
Well, I'll ask you this question. Who the hell you think I'm picking?
It's damn sure not the John Elways.
You damn right. And the Van Josephs. I'm not picking them. No. Go Prince. Lake Minnetonka. Let's go. Stand up.
Well, this might be what it sounds like when Russ cries.
Nice.
All right. So, Monday night, and then, of course, we'll talk, as always, we'll talk about our teams last. Monday night, yes. The rematch. Chiefs, Eagles at Arrowhead Stadium. They're only giving the Chiefs -3. The total is 45.5. Both offenses, not as they were last year, but I think the Eagles have the stronger defense. And I think that might play a part. Because, again, I just don't think the Chiefs' offense is in rhythm. It's not in sync, other than, of course, 87. Because we know who the go-to guy is for the Eagles. He wears number 11, and he wears A.J. Brown. But also, if he's being covered, there's also Devontae Smith. And, oh, by the way, there's a future Hall of Famer that wears number 80 by the name of Julio Jones. And, oh, by the way, there's also Dallas Goedert, who's a good tight end in his own right. And, oh, by the way, they have DeAndre Swift and Gainwell. So, I get it, the Chiefs are at home, and Arrowhead is a tough place to win. I know this, but the Eagles have the defense to go in there to win and shut down the Chiefs' offense. I'm going with the road team. I'm picking Philadelphia.
Well,
you don't have to.
The same question.
You don't have to. I'm saying you don't have to ask that question.
Yeah,
because I know you're not. Eagles because I know you're not picking the Kool-Aid Man.
No. I'm not picking Kermit the Frog in this one.
Stop it!
Yeah, definitely not. We're not doing that over here.
Oh, it's a bonus at the line for an and one. As Sacramento looks to be pulling away from the Cavaliers. As it is 119 to 103. Go ahead. As now it'll be Mizzle's turn to go do some reconstructing. But yeah, welcome those that have been watching the 120th edition of the Mizzle An Dub Show, where we were on during the second half of the Monday night game between the Bills and the Broncos, to which the Broncos pull off the 24-22 win as the Bills scored a touchdown late, but a huge pass interference call towards the end gave the Broncos a chance to kick a possible game-winning field goal. The eventual first kick was no good, but the Bills had 12 men on the field, and the 41-yard field goal miss turned into a 36-yard retry for Will Lutz, and this time he got it through as the Broncos win their third straight game to go to 4-5, and now the Bills are even at 5-5, as they're now looking up at the first place Miami Dolphins in the AFC East, and the Broncos trying to get their stuff back in the playoff hunt. So, with that loss, you now have the Colts, the Raiders, the Bills at 5-5. You got the Bengals at 5-5. So, right now, if the playoffs were to end today, Chiefs would be the 1 seed, Ravens the 2 seed, the 3 seed would be the Jaguars, 4th seed would be the Dolphins, as they're both 6-3. And your wild cards would be the Texans at 5-4, and the Browns and the Steelers at 6-3. That's if the playoffs were to end today. In the NFC, right now, Eagles are your 1 seed, the Detroit Lions. Yes, the Detroit Lions would be your 2 seed, as they are also 7-2. 3 seed would be the 49ers. 4 seed at the moment would be the New Orleans Saints. And your wild card in the NFC would be the Cowboys, Seahawks, and Vikings would be your 3 teams in the NFC wild card if the season ended today. So, as it stands, wild card AFC, Steelers, Browns, Texans. NFC is Seahawks, Cowboys, and the Vikings, with the Buccaneers, Commanders, and Falcons on the outside looking in. So, your division leaders, Chiefs, Ravens, Jaguars, Dolphins in the AFC. NFC, Eagles, Lions, Niners, and Saints. Saints with a 5-5 record. Somebody from the NFC South is going to win that division. Don't know who it's going to be. But, I mean, you know, it is what it is. But the Vikings, a game back in a sense, a game and a half back of the Lions in the North. Buccaneers, a game back of the Saints in the division. They're 4-5. Obviously, the Niners right now hold the tiebreaker because they have a better division record than the Seahawks, even though they have the same identical 6-3 records. In the AFC, it is a dogfight in the AFC North. Everybody is over 500 in that division, with the last place Bengals being 5-4. But of course, that can flip easily, real quickly, if the Bengals beat the Ravens on Thursday night. The Texans, right there, a game behind the Jaguars in the AFC South, and the Colts right there at 5-5. They're in the thick of the AFC South race, and that's losing Anthony Richardson for the season. So, as Mizzle rejoins us, the early game of the two, of course, the Raiders going on the road to South Florida to play the Dolphins, and I get the Dolphins are favored. I get it. I understand it. I don't know about the 11.5, but they're giving the Dolphins 11.5, and the total is 47.5. So now we will see a test in the Antonio Pierce era for the Raiders as they go to Miami. But as I mentioned last night, Miami does not like physicality. And if the Raiders can be physical with the Dolphins, and especially be physical and get pressure on Tua, Tua can be in a giving mood from time to time. And if the Raiders can take advantage of that, they might have a shot to beat the Dolphins in Miami. Now, again, that's a tough thing to say because we all know what happens when the Miami defense or the Miami offense is on. They put up 70 this year. So we know what they can do when all cylinders are clicking and Mike McDaniels puts them in tremendous plays. But again, this is a different Raider team. They're playing with a different attitude. They're playing with a different swagger. But more important than that, they're playing with some confidence. And like Nate Hobbs said when he was being interviewed by Q on Unnecessary Roughness today, which, by the way, they film that show at my job every Monday. Go figure.
Nice.
But as Nate Hobbs said in the interview, they feel like now that they feel like they can compete and beat anybody. I don't know if they were saying that 3 weeks ago, but now when you have a new presence, a new voice that is giving them confidence and letting them be their own guy, this is what could possibly happen. Now, obviously, as you said, they have to stop Tyreek Hill. They got to stop Waddle, and they can't let Mostert or A-Chain, if A-Chain does come back, can't let them run all up and down the field. Excuse me. So I'll ask you this. What do the Raiders have to do offensively to combat and beat the Dolphins? Is it more of limiting the Dolphins' possessions in this game as opposed to trying to contain them?
We're going to have to force our will on offense.
Okay.
They're just going to have to score. It's just going to I would love to know what the weather is going to be like that day, just to see if it will have to depend on pounding and using the running game. Aiden O'Connell's going to have to be sharp this game. The wide receivers are going to have to I like what you said, start finding a way to get the tight end more incorporated. It's time for Michael Mayer to have a big game. I think he needs to be at least around 75 yards, 80 yards receiving in this game. We're going to have to lean on Josh Jacobs hard. That offensive line, hopefully we'll get Colton Miller back. We're going to have to lean on that offensive line real hard in this game. Defense is going to have to get pressure. Contain. You know, this is where, because Tua can't beat you with his legs as well. This is his arm. Tyreek Hill is going to get his. I think we won't be able to completely stop him, but minimize his deep balls and the big plays. And this is going to be a test for our defense. But I believe that we can get physical with Miami. I don't think it won't be like they'll score 70 points. I think they're going to score. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they won't score 70 on this. But I'm going to go a limb on here and say that a defense will hold and the rookie will get us in a situation to put big money costs in this situation to win this game. I am riding the AP train until I see something different. I believe this team is ready to swim across the ocean to ride with this man and run through a wall. They just said it multiple times from different players. You didn't heard them say they're getting into Raider football. I believe we can go to Miami, and I believe we can give Miami a punch in the mouth, and I believe we can win by 3 points. I have that confidence in AP that he will and stay creative. I think the offensive coordinator is starting to get his feet wet and starting to understand. That fourth down play that he did with DeAndre Carter was spectacular. I think he's starting to even the play call on that third down when they were trying to run the clock out with the play action to try to get it to the tight end. That was a great play call. You execute it better. You get that. You convert it. You get the first down. You run the clock out. So I like the direction that they're going in. And hell, we might lose the game. But I just believe this defense will put us in a situation to win the game. And I believe the rookie will deliver. And look for Hunter Renfrow to kind of have a game because we're going to have to lean on him too because they're going to try to take Devontae Adams away. They're going to focus on Mayer. And so this should be a Hunter Renfrow kind of Mayer kind of game. So I got the Raiders by 3.
I'll say this. If this was the old regime, they would go to Miami and they would lay a flat egg.
I get torched 45-0. I would say it'd be like a 45-3, maybe 9 kind of score.
I wholeheartedly believe that. I'm only going to pick Miami because I need to catch up to you in the standings. Because you are definitely.
So if I had to pick Miami, would you have picked the Raiders?
No, I would pick Miami regardless. I would pick Miami.
Okay.
I would pick Miami regardless because I just think Miami has more firepower. But
straight up, no disagreement with that.
But to your point, But because the regime is different, I think they're going to treat this like a business trip, and I think they're going to go there very, very focused to the point to where they could possibly have a puncher's chance. Again, I agree. Tyreek is going to get his because he's just very hard to contain, let alone stop. It's the others you can't let have a field day with Tyreek Hill. You can't let Jalen Waddle have a field day. You can't let Mostert have a field day. You can't let A-Chain, if he comes back and does play, which they're saying he might.
He has a 3-week window.
Yeah, so you definitely can't let him go off per se. So I think Miami should win because of their offensive firepower, even though they got off to a slow start last week against the Chiefs in Germany. And they started late, which that can't happen to Miami. Miami at times has been susceptible to slow starts. If that happens, the Raiders stand a very good chance of winning the game. And I definitely would lean heavy on the run game because, again, as the season goes late in the season, this is when Josh Jacobs progressively gets a lot better running the football, especially late in the season. And the last 2 weeks, that's been coming into fruition. So if that continues, they do have a chance.
Yeah.
So as we segue after that, as my team is also playing another Florida team, this time it being the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers coming off a solid win over the Titans last Sunday. God, really? They're giving my team minus 11. Good grief. Now, however, just one more point of the Raiders-Dolphins game. Amik Robertson is questionable with the concussion. Colton Miller is still questionable.
Yeah, man, he was out
with the shoulder. If Miller can come back, that might be a huge lift for the Raiders.
Huge.
Waddle is questionable with the knee. Isaiah Wynn is questionable with the quadricep. Undisclosed injury for Raheem Mostert. Injuries undisclosed. Robert Jones, offensive lineman, is questionable with the knee. Brandon Jones, safety, questionable with the concussion. Robert Hunt, O-lineman, questionable with a hamstring. So that goes here nor there. Niners and Buccaneers. Again, it always depends on which version of Baker Mayfield you're going to get. But, of course, Mr. Bosa is going to be one happy guy to see Baker Mayfield because he still has not forgotten Baker Mayfield throwing the flag on the flag at Ohio State, and he likes to rub that in every time he sees them. If the I don't necessarily agree with Colin Cowherd all the time, and a lot of time. I'm not surprised by him picking that at all. I get it. I know there's a lot of people that really dislike my fan base, and I understand why. Trust me, I do, because sometimes I want to smack the crap out of them also. However, I very rarely agree with what Colin Cowherd says sometimes, but he made a very valid point of what he said this morning on his show to her when he said that if the Niners are healthy, they're still the most complete team in football just because Philadelphia, they have to win a certain way. Other teams have to win a certain way. And you look at the common opponents that the Niners and Eagles have played, they struggled to beat the Jaguars by 8. They struggled to beat the Cowboys by 5. Niners beat the Cowboys by 32. Niners beat the Jaguars by 31. So, you look at common opponents. For the Niners, it's been very simple. If they score 30 or over, they haven't lost. If they scored 17, they lose. So there seems to be a magic number involving the team. If it's 17 or less, they'll probably lose the game. If they score 30 or more, they have not been beaten. And that's been quite obvious in the 6 wins that they've had. They've scored over 30 in this game. They play like they did against the Jaguars. your prediction of what you said early in the season is going to come to fruition, which I don't need to repeat what he said because he's going to be taking a drink if he has to repeat that. But he knows what he said, and he said what he said, and he believed what he said. But nonetheless, it's the downstretch. They looked focused. They looked rejuvenated. They looked hungry. It might be a long day for Baker Mayfield this upcoming Sunday in Santa Clara because I guarantee you the Niners are not looking ahead to Thanksgiving and the Seahawks. They are focused on the Buccaneers. I promise you that. Folks, that means he needs a drink because he's about to wash his mouth out again.
Chase Young is going to have a fucking field day, man. That's just going to be the part that makes this game different is that Chase Young is just going to be the difference maker in this game. I just think that he's going to get real comfortable in this scheme and this defense, and it's almost like you guys are trying to build what the Philadelphia Eagles did with their front. Just have anybody that comes in. They're just going to dominate whoever they're lining up against. That's what's been built. So enough credit where I'm giving the credit is due. As much as I want to pick the fucking Bucks to win this game, I just can't do it because I'm trying to win tequila. That's what it's all about. damn the team and what's going on. This is a tequila decision. And so
even though he did get some goodies off the boat coming back home, though.
Yeah, but this is a competition. This is where you gotta go for the jugular.
Yeah.
So I am picking that team out of Santa Clara to win that game, maybe by 10. I think the Bucks will give you guys a hell of a run, but I believe at the end the defense will shut the Buccaneers down and stop whatever run that the Bucks are trying to throw at them.
And they're chanting "Light the Beam" inside the Golden One Center in Sacramento, California, as the Kings are well ahead, 132-120, as Sabonis is one rebound shy of a triple-double. 23 points, 9 rebounds, 10 assists. Well, when you hit 23-pointers in a game, that's normally a good sign.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
That's a good sign that you're going to win. And it is the final in Sacramento. The Kings beat the Cavaliers 132-120. Big win for the Kings as Sabonis led the way. Sacramento shoots 59% from the floor, 48% from three, and only 64 from the free throw line. But those are our picks for Week 11. We disagree on the Bengals and Ravens. We disagree on the Rams and the Seahawks, the Steelers and the Browns, and, of course, the Raiders and the Dolphins. So we will see if anybody will pick up a game or gain a game. But we thank you guys, and especially to the 3 viewers that have been with us for the duration of this almost 2.5-hour program. That is episode number 120 of the Mizzle An Dub Show, the Mizzle An Dub Show, or the Mizzle An Dub Cast, as we did the second half of the Broncos and the Bills in Monday Night Football, or the John Elway, as we say. But nonetheless, EJ Whistle, thank you for commenting on us and joining us. And to the 3 that have been here for a long time, we thank you for watching. And for the 5 that... Maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. You never know.
I don't go back to work Thursday.
So we might do an NBA version of the Mizzle An Dub Show. So just stay tuned. Keep it locked, again, to our 64 subscribers. We appreciate you. We love you. Like I said, we do this for y'all. So with that said, he is Mizzle. I am Dub. Episode 128 in the books. And as always, it is 12:05 o'clock. some damn where. And you've been